that kind of stuff, right?
Man, the most I do is like TV promos, and I've only done like a handful of those. So yeah, something like this, I'm new to this.
They don't be kind of miking y'all when y'all be in the ring?
Nah,
Oh, okay.
nah.
Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Sports. I am your host.
I used to love.
It is important for people to go back and invest in your neighborhood.
Ronnie Chambers, this is my coach Derek Rodriguez out of A&B Boxing. We're on Let's Talk Sport Nation.
Yes, and we on Let's Talk Sports Nation.
You know what it is, man. This is Let's Talk Sports Nation.
If you come from a neighborhood that's impoverished and you get an opportunity and you make some success, invest in your neighborhood. Your government's not. Government's.
Welcome to this special edition of Let's Talk Sports. We back in the ring, baby. I'm going to introduce my cast. To my far left, I got Jamil.
The #1 neighborhood sports analyst, Hannah Saucer the Millen.
And I got my boy next to me, B Tuck.
Meek Mill, little brother.
What's happening?
Older brother.
Hey, I call him Angry Bird. He usually wake up around 2 or 3 o'clock, ready to rumble.
Ready. Keep your attitudes in your purse at 2 in the morning.
We got a special guest tonight, a special segment out of SoCal Wrestling. If you want to catch him on TV, you can catch him wrestling from Hollywood. Ju Dizz, Julius Coleman,
What's cracking?
San Francisco, California.
Yes,
Hunters
let's go.
Point.
Hunters Point.
There we go.
Hunters Point, born and raised, man.
Hunters Point.
Yeah.
Give it up smooth.
Representing, man. Let's get it cracking.
Hey, Ju, you kind of famous though, according to a lot of people.
I humbly say yes. Yeah, I am to a certain extent. You know what I mean? But it's something that I do not take for granted one bit. You know what I mean? So I would have to say yeah, I am.
So you come on TV?
Yeah, I wrestle on TV. I wrestle for a company called Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. You can see that it airs every week throughout the year, every Saturday, depending on which city you live in. You can catch it in LA, San Diego, Denver, and if you have U2 America special station, you can catch it throughout the whole U.S.
So okay. So the fans will know out there. So you do fake wrestling, right? like Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, and Macho Man Randy Savage.
You can't speak on a Hulkster like that, man. The Hulkster was a real one, man.
I
was a Hulkamaniac.
I rock with the Ultimate Warrior,
Okay.
man.
I rock with the Warrior too, though, man.
I rock with the Warrior, bro.
Hulkster, man. I was super upset.
Did you cry?
Damn near.
So that's the type of wrestling like that you come from. That
Professional
type of
wrestling.
Right.
Professional wrestling now, some dub it sports entertainment. But yeah. That's,
Now, Drew, you come from humble beginnings.
yeah.
Talk about it.
Growing up, I used to live in West Point. Went to Malcolm X Academy, right around the corner, Malcolm X Elementary. And I just remember my friend, like I'm at home, whatever, my friend comes to the house. He asked me if he could use my bike pump. So I'm like, yeah, whatever, bro. Give him the bike pump. I go back in the house. And my mom, she hears our dog outside whimpering. She's like, what the hell? She go outside, and my friend is beating my dog with my bike pump.
Wow. Your friend is beating your dog.
Yeah,
your friend.
With my property. You know what I mean? With my stuff that I lent to him.
Right.
I don't know the reason why. None of that was ever answered. But my mom confronted him, cussed him out, whatever. And like any other kid, they went and got their mom.
Right.
You know what I mean? So his mom comes to my house, knocks on the door, confronts my mom, and it started off as a verbal altercation that turned physical. They was throwing blows. They was chunking them, And I'm watching this. I'm standing right there. You know.
You are standing right there watching grown folks act more ignorant than kids.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah.
You know, and I'm watching them fight, and you know everything dispersed or whatever. And my mom noticed, like she said, the adrenaline was kicking. She didn't know she had got stabbed. Yeah, my friend's mom had stabbed her 9 times, and I vividly remember my pops like holding her up, carrying her into the house. You know, he took her upstairs, laid on the bed. You know, white sheets, blood everywhere. You know, and like I'm watching my mom possibly die. You know, right in front of my face. My auntie came and picked up me and my brother. She's like, "Oh, I'm taking y'all to your new house." My pops didn't come pick us up because that very next day, he moved us out of West Point, moved us out the projects. The very next day. So he did what he had to do to remove me and my family from that situation. Yeah, so my aunt comes to picks us up. She takes us to our new spot, and we end up moving on Kiska Road.
You know, after she comes home, you know, y'all in a new spot on Kiska.
Yeah.
How was life after that situation?
Life was cool. I found out real quick about territories and sets and gangs and all this stuff because, you know, growing up, I didn't know nothing about none of this stuff.
Hey,
man.
I'm
oblivious.
Hey, because, you know, even before we go on, for those that don't know, in our city, those areas, you know what I'm saying, Harbor Road, you moved to Kiska, and West Point is rivals, notorious for fighting
right
each
next
other.
To each other.
And he just said he moved from West Point to Harbor Road.
Yeah.
So
it's like a blood of the Crips.
That's a death trap.
Yeah.
That's a death trap.
It could, yeah.
Yeah. But come on now, talk about it.
So, yeah, so we moved there, and I remember like had my bike stolen, didn't know what was going on. Fucking, I remember like the very first friend I met. You know, he was a year younger than me, a year, maybe 2 years younger than me, and he was like, "Oh, where you moved from?" You know what I mean? Like, "Oh, I used to live in West Point," and he told me, "If anybody asks you that, do not tell them you moved from West Point." I heard it all, I seen it all. It was all right there.
That's why your memory is, you know, when stuff happened to you when you're young. You know, it happened to me. Remember everything.
Yeah.
I mean, like clearly.
Yeah.
You know, like some kids ain't been traumatized like that.
True.
And they don't remember. They barely remember you.
Yeah.
You remembering everything.
Right.
Now talk about the Black College Expo, downtown Oakland. I want to say, because that was a big deal back then.
It was, man. Yeah. I remember the first like sophomore, junior year, me and my homies, we get our best fits. And we go down there, not even
there's chicks down there.
We wouldn't even go to talk to the colleges. We would go to get girls, bro, and get numbers, bro. Yeah. So things were so crazy at home. Things were so bad. Like I remember, I would go to the Brick Center, right there on Cusada and 3rd. You know, Bayview Hunters Point Foundation. I used to go there, you know, and I would stay out as late as I could before I had to go home. The least amount of time I could spend at home, I would, you know what I mean? I had friends that would come to my house because they couldn't go home. Like my house was kind of like a safe haven for my friends. You know, they could go there, chill, watch TV, play video games, whatever. But little did they know, it was a broken home for me. And I was trying to get away. You know what I mean? So, like last minute, you know, I took my SATs and, you know, I did all of that. Got my transcripts. I talked to my football coach, Coach Bro, up at Philip Burton. He's still up there, there. Yeah, I went and talked to him. I'm like, hey man, like, and this is like last minute. Is it too late for me to, you know, try to go to college? You know, because I was in the school, but I didn't really think college was for me. You know what I mean? But he was like, it ain't too late. The Black College Expo is next weekend. What I want you to do is you go to your advisor. You get 10 copies of your transcripts. You got your SAT scores? Yeah. Go make 10 copies of your SAT scores. You go to the Black College Expo. You know, dress nice, dress professional. And, you know, you present yourself well and see what you can, you know, see if you can make some connections.
So after that, you got accepted into 5 colleges.
My whole thought process was, things are so messed up at home, I'm going to the school that's the farthest away from home. You know, so I decided to go to North Carolina A&T in Greensboro, North Carolina, in 2006.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now we ain't got everything ain't gotta be sad, right? Because we homies, like
right?
you my fantasy football brother.
You know about the glow up, bro. You know about the glow up.
The worst thing that ever happened to Tuck was him winning the championship.
They should have never let me win that. Oh man, I don't care. I got a title. And actually,
I propelled you, bruh. I propelled him.
You had Cousins.
Yeah.
He sat. Wait, you sat Cousins out.
I benched Cousins.
I'm talking football.
He
sat. If I would have played Kirk Cousins,
if he'd have played Kirk Cousins,
I would have
got blew out.
Yeah.
But the Cousins was going against the Bills, and you know the Bills got that little defense, and he
benched him. Yeah, and he went off 50. Put up 50.
So you would have been a champion.
Yep, I would have won that year. Yeah.
Shout out Calvin Johnson Jr. You know, Ju.
The glow up, man. I glowed him up with that last minute trade. Trade deadlines hit. He like, bro.
Hey Jamil, we got a spot for you if you're interested. He like what?
Maybe I don't know. I ain't never really did that fantasy shit.
Hey, come on, man.
He like I ain't no fantasy
I want
the reality.
Hey, but you know what though? But what I do here, like it is a culture to it. People make money off of it too as well. So
it's fun.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. That league is competitive, man.
And we talk every day.
I was in 4. This was the only one I wanted to win. To get the bragging rights. I didn't even care about the money. I wanted the bragging rights. I got the bragging rights.
I'm gonna have to drop a bombshell on y'all now, though, bruh. I'm not playing this year. I'm not playing this year. I'm not even watching I'm not watching no football this year, bruh.
I can see where he's going with
you already know where I'm going with that, bruh.
Why?
I'm supporting the homie Cap, bruh.
Oh.
I'm supporting Cap, man.
That's huge.
And this is my personal decision. Like, this is my way of...
Because Johnny Manziel gets a job. I don't understand how.
Well, it's like... like how I feel about that is
you struck the chord in here. If I ask you back to kind of get to your wrestling career, if I mention the name Joe Gamble, what comes to mind?
Long time friend, tag team partner. We've been successful together.
How did y'all connect?
We actually connected at Philip Burton. We played football together.
Oh, so y'all grew up with each other?
We grew up together. Yep. We grew up together. Went to Philip Burton, played football. We started off together. We went our separate ways in life, and somehow wrestling brought us back together.
Now that's some odd shit right there, man. Like, all things are wild. Hey, we
So bring me to that SoCal event. Or who made the phone call? Talk to me.
Okay, yeah. I'm on my way home from work. Joe hit me up on Facebook. Hey, bro, you live in San Diego? Yeah. Hey, bro, I joined the Marines. I'm stationed in Camp Pendleton in Oceanside. I'm like, bro, I live in Oceanside. Yeah. Shoot him my number. We talk. He lived 5 minutes from me.
Whoa.
That's huge.
We lived 5 minutes from each other, right? And me and him, we always had a connection through wrestling, even at Burton, and playing football in high school. We had that wrestling connection. So I hit him up like, hey, bro, I've been going to these local events up at the Boys and Girls Club. You wanna rock with me? Oh, for sure. We go to one of the shows, and, we sitting in the crowd, we watching, we enjoying ourselves, And he looked at me like, bruh, we can do that, bruh. Like, we can do that. Like, bruh, we grew up wanting to do this, man. You know what I mean?
The crazy stuff Negroes be thinking about.
Hold on.
Who was y'all smoking that day?
I didn't have no action figures. I didn't have no little wrestling toys. I had a pillow. And I used to wrestle with the pillow for hours.
Bruh.
Or when your friends come over, y'all have a mini rumble.
Yeah, all day, man. All day I had the action figures. I had the wrestling buddy. Yeah. Bruh, me and my cousins, we used to wrestle on the mattress, you know, doing the flips and all that, bro.
Yeah.
Hey,
So-
but hey, that's the type of stuff they tell you don't try it on.
Right? Hey, we definitely tried it, bro. We definitely did.
Hey, pie drivers,
All that.
Yeah. All that, bro.
Feet, leg locks.
We
Chin
jumping off the
music.
dresser thinking it's a top rope, bro.
Crawfish,
All
chicken
that.
What was Brett Favre's move?
The Boston Crab. Everybody was tapping out the Boston Crab. Everybody.
He taking it back.
Hey, but did you try the Stone Cold Stunner?
Oh, for sure, bro.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, bro.
Right before that,
Man.
the diamond cutter in
Bro.
the hallway.
The diamond cutter.
Hey man, that whole era had,
Yeah.
bro. I remember being in school and you know DX, bro, doing the all that, bro.
Come on,
Getting
bro.
suspended from school and getting in trouble. Like, yeah, wrestling has always
did
been
we
there,
get
bro.
back to the-
Yeah, bro.
Cats was doing diamond cutters in the hallway.
Catch him slipping.
In the hallway. Boom, back, everything.
I made my debut in a Rumble in Oceanside.
Okay.
The very next year, no, this was 2014. I
Okay.
made my debut. A year later, 2015, that same event, I ended up winning the match. So I won the Rumble in Oceanside. Me and Joe, we still a tag team, but this is every man for himself. It's an individual.
Right.
So I win. I got the opportunity to go for any title I want. And this was my thought process behind the whole thing. I'm a tag team wrestler. I want to be in a tag team, but I might not never get an opportunity to perform singles, So I wanted to go for the top of the mountain. I wanted to go for
be a champion like the Warrior.
I wanted to be the top dog, you know what I mean? So with my opportunity, I decided to challenge SoCal Crazy for the heavyweight title.
That's a wrestler, SoCal Crazy.
Yeah, SoCal Crazy. Yeah, he's a Southern California legend. He's been wrestling for over 15 years. Yeah, he just did a tour in Japan.
So he's
this
definitely on.
Lucha Libre.
So this was
Yeah.
so this was
Speak on that, man. Lucha Libres, man.
The Mexican.
Yeah,
man.
he wear the mask.
Oh, that's what he is.
Yeah.
Lucha Libre.
Yeah, he does Lucha Libre. Yeah.
Jump off that.
So this was like your Rocky story.
Yeah.
So you fighting him
Yeah, I'm going against him. Yeah,
because you get to choose whoever you want.
whoever I want.
You could have even chose to go for the championship for the tag team,
Yeah, I could have chose a tag
but
team.
you went solo.
Yeah,
He wanted to be the Warrior.
I want.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So you like Lil Wayne with the hot boy.
He like Michael Jackson with the Jacksons.
I don't know if I'd have went after the Lucha Libre. I mean, they some crazy ones.
They fast paced. They do all the acrobat. Man.
But like, is it also more money?
What you mean?
In choosing that fight, is it more money or?
It's more. I would say it's more stature. You know what I mean? More buzz. You know what I mean? You get your name out more. You're the heavyweight champion for this company.
Right.
Oh, people gonna notice you. You know what I mean? I'm out to get noticed. I want my name out there. I want to build my brand. You know what I mean? The bruh.
Yeah.
Let's get it cracking. You know what I mean? I'm trying to represent myself. Still. And you're right. I could have chose the tag team belts. And me and Joe could have did that, but I felt like if I chose tag team, I wouldn't have got an opportunity to do it by myself.
You had a Bobby Brown moment.
Yeah.
He wanted to go.
Bobby Brown moment.
You know?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you can say I had a Bobby Brown moment. That's fair. That's fair.
And then with you being a brother, you might, who knows?
Hey, so what happened in the fight? Talk to us.
Yeah, so we had a match. Me and SoCal Crazy, we had the match, and towards the end of his match, he had a bunch of goons with him. His goons come in, try to interfere, try to help him win. You feel me? And Joe came out. He came out to, have my back. He came out with a steel chair. You feel me? Ran off all the goons. Turned around and hit me in the head with the chair.
Damn, Joe!
Turned on me.
Damn, Joe!
Ju Dizz gave me a concussion, bro.
Hey, black people can't stick together. What's going on,
bro? Hurt me to the core, bro. Hurt me to the core.
So he felt envious of your success.
That's how I felt. Yeah, I feel like he was salty. It could have went either way. You know what I mean? I do feel like he was jealous and envious.
He was the one that pushed you. You got the bigger,
the bigger opportunity. But
well, like, here's my thing: is Was that just all? Cause you say it's storytelling.
Yeah.
Was that just all? Cause that is an interesting story. Or was he really?
It was his real feelings and how he felt, but we helped develop it into a story that the masses, the fans that's watching, can relate with. You know, everybody got a friend that, you know, you start off together, y'all cool, something happened, and now y'all ain't cool. You know what I mean? Y'all ain't rocking like y'all used to. So
the shot to the head with the chair, that was real.
That was real.
Because it looked real.
It was real,
you know?
Bruh. And then on top of that, he hit me with the back part, the part where your back is supposed to hit, not the part that your butt is on. You know what I mean? So that thin, thick layer, bruh. I know I had a concussion. I didn't go to the doctor afterwards, but I was throwing up afterwards, and you know I still had the ringing. I could see stars after the shot and everything. But
so like, did y'all come up with this story after or before this incident? Like, did you know he was gonna hit you in the head with the chair?
I didn't know he was gonna hit me in the head with the chair.
So
I knew he was supposed to come out and help me defend off the goons, and we finished the match.
So pretty much, because what you trying to say is wrestling is fake.
It's not fake.
Well, what's fake? I mean, because you know he talked about this earlier, about how, you know, sometimes it's a script and sometimes they deviate off the script. And wrestlers have issues with that.
Yeah.
And basically, that's kind of what this situation.
A lot of times, yeah. I would say wrestling is 100% real. The only thing that's fake, quote unquote, fake about it is the predetermined winner and loser. Everything else that happens in between is real. The storylines is real. It's real emotions. It's real. Okay. You know, everything is authentic.
So with the emotions, why was somebody that you grew up with that invited you?
Yeah, influenced me and motivated me
to hit you with a chair.
Come on.
He was hating, bruh. That's the only thing I could think of. Keep in mind, like, he's in the Marines at this time, you know what I mean? He wouldn't do that to none of his people he fight on the front line with.
Right.
You know what I mean? He wouldn't do that to them. But I'm from the same neighborhood, the same soil. We grew up together, went to the same high school. We battle tested on the football field. You gonna turn on me though? You know what I mean? It had to be jealousy. He was salty. It had to be that. What other reason would it be? You know?
Damn, Joe!
I mean, you know, we all from the streets, you know, different sides or whatever you want to say. Mm-hmm. How did y'all settle it? Did y'all ever settle it? Or
yeah, we had a match. We had a one-on-one match. It was no holds barred, anything goes, no rules. We could use weapons, whatever we needed. And it was a loser leave town match. So whoever left could not wrestle in that company no longer.
Kind of like that Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair, man. Broke my heart.
Yeah, it was also Macho Man and
Macho Man and the Warrior.
It topped the Ric Flair one, man.
Macho Man and the Warrior. WrestleMania, I want to say 6 or 7.
I was heartbroken after the Ric Flair one, though, man. You know, Shawn Michaels was like, man, I'm sorry for the chin music, man. He's a tear.
Oh yeah, that one too. Yeah.
So who won? Did you know, like, did you whip his ass?
Yeah, I'm still standing, bro. I won, bro.
So he back in Northern Cali.
Yeah, he moved back up here, man. He moved back. From what he was telling me, now we're good. You know, we squashed everything. He did his 4 years of service with the Marine. I think he did 5 years of service, and him and his family, they moved back up to.
He just had a kid.
Yeah, about a year ago.
You think if the same situation came up? And would you think he hit you a chair again? You think he would?
I would hope not, man. I would hope not. Yeah. You know, you still got that doubt in your mind, like, bro, you done did this before, bro. I'm keep an eye open for your ass.
I think what did Bret Favre say about Shawn Michaels? He was like
Bret Hart.
Yeah, Bret Hart. He was like, man, that kind of leopard doesn't change. This spot's too easy.
Yeah, man. And they had real beef. Like this wrestlers, they have real heat between each other. Yeah.
And the wrestlers be beefing like, cause Macho Man, he didn't like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, he thought he was trying to get his girl. That was real, bro.
And he wanted a real life.
They have some real life backstage clips too,
and they take that stuff like like you can't fake that kind of emotion. You know, you can't fake that kind of, you know, hatred towards somebody. So what companies do is like they take that and use it for positive. You know, they use it in a storyline that the masses, the televised audience could relate to. You know what I mean? And draw them in. You know what I mean?
So all right. So another question too: if roles was reversed and it was Joe going for the title, you know, could you see yourself doing the same thing he did?
You know, when I think back at
come
it,
on,
when I think back on it, bruh, I see where he was coming from. I do. I honestly see where he's coming from. I was being kind of, you know, selfish. You know what I mean? If I was really tag team dude, I could have went for the tag team belts. You know, but in my heart, I'm like, dude, I gotta go for the top championship.
I mean, Macho Man Hulk Hogan, Macho Man was tag team when and they had the belt too.
There was a lot of
if the roles was reversed,
because look, hold on, he could have helped you get the belt. Y'all still be a tag team, and y'all go get the tag team. Now you got
we could have. Right?
Y'all could have started a little clique. Been the Bone Street Crew. Who know about that? Come on, man.
Tuck checking his phone, but Tuck in Facebook jail. Y'all don't know that.
Oh yeah. What? I'm on Facebook jail. Hey, this is my thing. I make people mad. See, when you say something to me, I'm a capper. You know, I've been capping since elementary school.
But
when somebody says something to me,
you get on their line.
I get on them, not to where you can laugh too, not to where I hurt you personally.
Right.
Some cats can't take it.
Yeah.
And they get emotional.
And they get their feelings.
And then it goes a little further, and I don't be, you know, it's just jokes, man.
It's just joke. I wish he could understand it's just joke. Hey, Ju, but you got your chance. You eventually got the championship.
Yeah, I just I won the title at our 10-year anniversary show this past April 15th. I competed against Mike Camden. He was a heavyweight champion. I beat him in the match.
Whooped his ass, huh?
I wouldn't say whooped his ass. I more finessed him. I got him. You feel me?
Okay,
it was
one of them,
one of them technical.
Where you was getting your ass whooped.
Yeah. He was giving it to me. We was giving it to each other, but I ended up on top.
And then you did one of them little sneak moves.
I got him with a quick one. Caught him slipping. So I won the title. I won the heavyweight championship. But earlier that night, they had a match similar to the Battle Royal. The winner, they won a contract. It's called the Cash in the Case. Kind of like WWE Money in the Bank. Yeah. You know, whoever won the Battle Royal got the cash in the case. They get an opportunity for the heavyweight title whenever they want, at any time. So I beat Mike Camden, pinned him to the mat, 1, 2, 3. I win. I celebrate. He snatches the belt. He don't want to get a belt to me.
Right.
He's salty.
Sore loser.
Wow.
So eventually, you know, I'm like, bruh, give it up. Your time is run. Yeah. It's my time. You feel me? He give me the belt, kick me in the balls.
Dirty play, man.
Kick me in the balls, hit me in the head with the title.
Wow.
Knocks me out. Dude that won the Cash in the Case, Anthony Idol, he comes out immediately, cashes in on me. 5
seconds, huh?
I held the title for 5 seconds.
Oh, that shit, that's cool. You know how they do it, brother? Only a brother, man.
So right now you ain't the champion.
I'm not the champion.
Okay.
But I get my rematch.
But that was last month.
That was April 15th. That just happened.
So tell us what you doing out here. What's going on this weekend?
This weekend I will be a part of the APW Cow Palace Royale. It's the biggest event going on in Northern California to date. We're going to be at the Cow Palace, and it's the first time that an independent wrestling promotion is going to occupy the Cow Palace in 35 years.
That's a legendary space for wrestling too, though.
I tried it, man.
Usually, you know, it's the big name federations, the WCWs, the WWFs. They come to.
I was this close to getting Bret Hart glasses.
I always wanted that, bro.
I wanted the bushwhackers, you know.
They come with
the bushwhackers. I was about to say too, though.
So basically, this.
Hold on. That's back in the days when they used to spit on you and stuff.
No, grab your head. I wanted to do that.
Yeah,
so
bro.
bad.
They step up to you, rip your sign up, throw it in your face. Yeah, bro. Yeah, so
talk about how this is a huge opportunity for you.
This is a huge opportunity, not just for myself, but I feel like for the community as well. So All Pro Wrestling, they're the longest running independent wrestling company in Northern California. And they're having this big show. It's their biggest show to date, you know, and I was chose to be a part of the event and represent Bayview Hunters Point as the only independent pro wrestler from this community. And keep in mind, another thing, the Cow Palace means a lot to me. I went to my very first live event there.
Same here.
My grandparents took me there. I was 5, 6 years old, and I'm watching Lex Luger and Yokozuna.
There we go.
And, you know, all these,
R.I.P.
you know,
Yokozuna.
big names.
You know.
Bret Hart. Like, I wanted to be the kid that got the Bret Hart glasses.
Man.
You know, trying to get them front row seats.
I was
you know
this
what I mean?
close. He passed. He went just like this.
That was one of my favorite wrestlers too.
Yeah. He put in a lot of work. He put in. He was an excellent performer, man.
Excellent, yeah.
You know,
the excellence of execution, bro.
The best
the
there
hitman,
ever was.
best there is, best there was, ever will be. Yeah.
All right, so we want to wish you luck, man, from your Hunters Point family and your Fillmore family.
Yeah. Hold on. I gotta ask both of you this. Actually, all of you this. All right. You're wrestling.
Invest in your neighborhood. Invest in your neighborhood. Invest in your neighborhood. The government's not.